Hey guys, iCaveman. This is Sweeter MIDI Workflow. If you haven't seen how to set up Sweet MIDI Workflow Part 1 and 2, then you won't see the difference in what I'm doing now opposed to what I was doing before. But things are a lot different now, about a year later. I'm using a lot different equipment. Balling on a budget, you come into situations where you're doing workarounds and stuff like that, and so I've got my setup now more it's more versatile and it works for exactly what I do. So let me give you a little tour, and after the tour I'll give you a little demo. Okay, here's a quick rundown of everything that I use now, everything that I have. And I'll start over here with the Moog. My Moog, this is a great piece of equipment. This does a lot of great sounds, analog sounds. It also came with a instrument editor that I can run from my screen. This screen goes to the desktop computer that I have underneath this desk, so that's great to have. It does a lot of things that digital synths just can't do. This is a KP3 made by Korg. It has some synthesizer sounds, but mostly it's an audio processor, a real-time audio effects processor. I have a little microphone here by Presonus, great for vocals, for an in-home studio. I have a Volca bass made by Korg. This is an iPad Air running audio bus remote. This is an M Audio. It's a MIDI keyboard only. I have an MPC 1000. This is running JJOS 128 SP, and this is a really fantastic piece of equipment that I've learned to use really well. This is the hardware that goes to the 1818 VSL software. It does run in 8 inputs, audio inputs, and it has 8 audio outputs in the back where you can route independently wherever you want. I have one running to the KP3, one running to the MPC, and then some running to the speakers. These are also M Audio. This is a i2, a Presonus i2. This is basically my transport studio. You can hook up an iPad to the back of it and it becomes capable of recording vocals or instrument tracks or whatever. This is a Vestax DJ controller. I have DJ2 app on the iPad. With Spotify, it's combined to basically download any song, 2 songs that you want that are on Spotify, and you can mix them. And then I usually run them into the MPC, which I'm able to cut up, chop up, and do it that way. This is an Air 2, iPad Air 2. So with the regular Audio Bus app combined with the Audio Bus remote app, I can have remote access to the apps just by touching them. Here's Moog. There's the Audio Bus app. Makes it very quick and easy to go back and forth between everything, which I really like workflow. Here is an iConnect MIDI 4 Plus. This is what makes all of this setup possible. This is a monster, and let me tell you, the capabilities of that little thing are unreal. You have your whatever setup you want to run, you have the option to route things however you see fitting. I basically run all of the instruments into the iConnect MIDI, from the iConnect MIDI into the MPC. That records the MIDI data and then sends it back out to the iConnect MIDI and then back to the instruments. Now it also has audio pass-through. What that means is when I have an iPad hooked up, which I do here, it will charge it. It will charge this iPad at the same time that it will trigger MIDI and send audio from the iPad through the iConnect MIDI back into whatever device you have the iConnect MIDI hooked up to, which in this case is my Lenovo laptop. It does run independently, so you do not need to have a laptop to run the iConnect MIDI. It is hardware, but it makes it a lot more usable if you can, you know, set up the different configurations that make your setup more workflow, you know, makes it better for you. So with that, I'll go ahead and show you real quick. Here I have it set up on track 1, and it is on MIDI 1A, and that should be to the chord. So I have this going to the iConnect MIDI, from the iConnect MIDI to the chord. So and then I can just adjust it a little bit. So, and then if I go to track 2 is the Mininova. So track 3 is the Moog. Track 4 is the iPad Air 2 on Magellan. Track 5 is the Moog. So let me trigger the Moog app to open. Track 6 is back to Magellan. So that's the setup in a nutshell, I guess. I will go ahead and put this down and set up the audio and do a little recording.